everyone, welcome. My name is Misty. Today we're going to be going through a chair yoga class. Feel free to grab any props that you would like, whether you want to use some blocks or yoga straps or blankets, or if you want to use books for blocks or whatever you want. I don't have any props out today, but you're more than welcome to grab anything that you think you might need for your practice. All right. So just listen to your body, never pain in your practice. So if anything does cause you pain, you want to back out of it, maybe come out of it altogether, feel free to do something completely different. And with that, we'll get started. So settle into your chair. Maybe you close your eyes, feel your feet on the ground, or maybe you have your feet on some books or blocks. Maybe shifting a little in your seat, really settle in, feel grounded and supported by the chair beneath you. Eyes maybe gently closed. If you want to keep them open, that's fine, but find a soft gaze. Sitting nice and tall, lifting through the top of your head. And just take a moment to do a body scan from your toes all the way to the top of the head. And just notice how you're feeling overall today. Physically, how does the body feel? How does your breath feel? The mind, where are your thoughts? And can you start to bring yourself right here to this moment into your space? Start to let the thoughts just kind of float in and out like soft, wispy clouds. Let the tongue release from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Let's take a breath in through the nose, pulling that breath all the way up the body. And then sighing it out of the mouth. Let it go. Again, breathe in through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth. And we'll do one more cleansing breath just like that. And then I'm going to guide us through a breathing practice where we'll inhale through the nose for a count of 4. And then exhaling out, whether it's out of the nose or mouth, for a count of 6. As we make the exhale a little longer than our inhale, it helps to connect to our parasympathetic system. Our rest and digest helps to calm the body, the mind, the nervous system. One more cleansing breath. Deep breath in through the nose. And sigh it out of the mouth. And let's inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just start to breathe in through the nose and out of the nose. As you breathe in, can you sit a little taller? As you exhale out, can you soften through the body somewhere? And let's inhale the arms up overhead and bring the palms together and hands through to your heart. Take a moment just to acknowledge and honor your practice here today. Maybe you'd like to set an intention or think of something you're grateful for. And then again, inhale, let's scoop the arms up overhead, lift up out of the waist, lengthen through the spine. and palms back together and hands through to your heart center. And then we'll release the palms down. And we'll start to just shrug our shoulders a little bit, bringing the shoulders up by our ears and back and down. Or just down. If we're shrugging, it's just up and down. And then we can start to roll the shoulders, bring the shoulders back and down the spine, up by the ears, back and down. Let it feel good. Let the movement feel good in your body. And then we'll let the shoulders come back to stillness. Let's bring our chin to our chest. Let your head be heavy. And we'll rock the head a little right and left. Notice some of that snap, crackle, pop in there. And start to let the head come back up, sitting nice and tall. And then let's reach the arms up overhead. And we're going to cactus the arms. Bring the elbows down, slightly back behind you, opening up through the chest. Inhale, let's reach the arms up, and then let's go into our first forward fold. Hinging from your hip bones, start to release and let go. Now, if you need to, you can always keep your head above your heart or let the head be heavy in your fold. Maybe again, shaking out the head, yes and no. And then we're going to slowly roll ourselves all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Neck and head are last to come up, stacking shoulders over hips. Let's do that again. Inhale, scoop the arms up overhead. Lift up out of the waist, lengthen through the spine, and then cactus here on the exhale. Hold here for a moment. Squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. And then inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, let's fold forward again. Letting it all go. And then slowly roll yourself all the way back up. Come back up into that seated position, nice and tall. Awesome. And then we'll breathe in. Let's reach the arms up. And we're going to take an open arm twist to the right. Let's reach those hands away from each other. And then let's come back to center. Breathe in. And exhale, open up to the left. Let's do that again. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Open up to the left. Inhale, center. Palms together. Hands through to your heart. Awesome. And then let's release our hands down onto our lap. And let's go into some cat-cow movements. So breathing in, pulling the chest through your arms. You're going to feel a slight arch of your spine. And then exhale, sit back, hug the belly button in, round through the spine. And you're going to just flow back and forth with your cat-cow movement. Continue to soften through the jaw. Let the tongue be heavy in the mouth. Relax the forehead and the eyes. Take a few more rounds. And when you feel ready, come back to that neutral seated position. And from here, let's go ahead. Let's take our hands back behind us. Interlace your fingers and just reach the palms down towards the chair. So like a little baby back bend, lifting the chest. We're opening up through those shoulders. And then we're going to release. We're going to circle the arms around, interlace your fingers down to the webbing, press the palms away. Now let's round through the spine, chin to chest. And we'll come back around, interlace the fingers behind you, reach the palms down, lift through the chest. And circle the arms around, interlace the fingers down to the webbing, press the palms away, chin to chest, round. And we'll just start to come up, release that out. And let's turn our palms face up on our lap. And let's just open and close our hands a few times. And then we're going to take one of our hands, and we're almost making like a puppet, shadow puppet or sock puppet that we used to do as kids, right? And we're going to take him out like that, but then we're going to curl the fingers in like a little claw. So we're going to extend out, inhale, exhale, curl the fingers in, and just continue with that movement. Relax your shoulders. And pain, you might not go as deep into this. You might need to skip it depending on how your hands are feeling today. We'll get a few more in on this, whichever hand you started with. Right. And then shake that hand out, and let's go to the other hand. So start with like that sock puppet, right? And then curl the fingers in. Inhale and exhale. Right. Just going at your own pace and where it feels right for you. Get a few more in. And then we'll release that down and shake that hand out. All right, and then let's just take one hand, doesn't matter which one. Take that palm out, flex the palm. Rotate the fingertips down, press the fingers back and into the wrists, the forearm. And we'll turn the fingers in and press the fingers in. And again, maybe just rotate that wrist, shake out that hand. And let's take it to the other side. So flex the palm, rotate the fingertips down, press the fingers back. And then we'll turn the fingers in, press the fingers in the top of the hand, the wrist. And we'll shake that one out. Awesome. All right, shake out the shoulders maybe a little bit more, the head, just the upper body nice and relaxed. All right, let's take one of our legs. Doesn't matter, right or left. We're gonna bend and straighten that leg a few times. Warming up that knee joint, our hamstring, our quad. Okay. And then we'll keep the leg extended and let's point and flex the foot a few times. And if you need to, you can always bring that heel down. You don't have to keep the leg lifted if it bothers you. And then let's circle that foot in one direction. And circle the other way. Now keeping that leg extended, flex the foot, let's pulse the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's release it down. Let's take it to the other leg. Okay, we're going to lift it, flex the foot, right? And we're going to bend and straighten that leg a few times. And then let's keep that leg extended, and let's point and flex the foot a few times. And then we'll circle the foot in one direction. And we'll circle the other way. Awesome. All right, let's release that foot down. All right, now let's take our right leg. Let's extend it out. Flex the toes towards the knee, press that heel away. Let's stretch out that hamstring. We're going to fold over that leg. Our hands are sliding down that leg, reaching for your toes or wherever your hands land. Maybe you bring your forehead towards your knee. Hold where you are. Let's breathe in and breathe out. And we'll slowly come back up. And we're going to bring that leg in with us. Take some outward hip circles. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to step that right foot over to the right side. So I'm kind of straddling that top right corner of the chair. This is where if you have an arm on your chair, it might be a little more difficult. So you can just modify. You can bring that leg in a little bit more if you need to. Okay. Then we're going to take the arms out like a T. So we're in a seated warrior 2 position here, really reaching those fingertips away. Let's just hold here, soften the shoulders. Let's start to send our gaze right over that left middle finger, keeping the eyes nice and soft. You can have them closed if you'd like. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's scoop the arms up, bring the palms together, hands through to your heart. Let's take the arms back out, nice and strong here. Reach the fingertips away. Breathe in and breathe out. And let's reach the arms up overhead. Bring the palms together, hands to your heart. And let's reach them out again. Hold here, nice and strong. Relax your shoulders. Sit a little taller. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now I'm going to extend my right leg out now. Bring my right hand down to the inside of that right leg. Left arm reaching up towards the sky. Maybe open and close that left hand a few times, helping that lymphatic fluid. And let's bring our left arm on our left thigh. We're going to take that right arm. We're going to start to take it up and over our ear, and then we're going to continue to circle that arm around. We're going to do that a few times. Take it up towards the sky, circle it around. A little shoulder mobility movement. Get a couple more in. And we'll stop with that right arm back up towards the sky. And then we're going to come up. Now I'm going to step the right foot in, and we're going to come into a seated lunge. So I'm going to start to pivot so that my left knee is coming down towards the floor, wherever you're able to, wherever your mobility is. Right leg's in front. My hip points are square towards the right, sitting nice and tall. I might reach those arms up. You can always keep the arms down, hands to your hips, your heart, or hold on to your chair. Breathe in. And then exhale. Let's airplane the arms back behind us. Hinge forward a little bit. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, airplane the arms back behind you. And one more time. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. And then I'm going to take the hands to the back of my chair and find a gentle twist. Maybe looking over that back shoulder. I'm going to release, come out of that twist, and then start to come back around to the front of the chair, walking the feet in. Okay. All right. So now, warrior two on the other side. So right leg is in front now. I'm going to step the left leg over to the left side. So I'm straddling that top left corner of the chair, sitting nice and tall, cores engaged, glutes engaged. Let's reach those arms out like a T. Really reaching the fingertips away. As we're active through the arms, we're getting this stretch through our chest. That stretch through the chest can help our heart. Relax your shoulders, maybe looking right over that right middle finger. And then inhale, let's reach the arms up, palms come together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take the arms back up, out. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time, arms go out like a T. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take the arms back out like a T. Now I'm going to extend my left leg out, bring my left hand down, right arm reaching up towards the sky, maybe open and close that right hand a few times. Okay, then we're going to bring that right arm down to that right thigh. Left arm's going to reach up and over the air, but continue to circle that left arm. Have a slight bend to your elbow. You know what? I did forget something, but we'll get it. I'll get it at the end. Apologize. I realized I forgot something. All right, let's bring that left arm back up towards the sky and release it down. All right, let's step that left foot in and let's start to pivot our hips to face towards the left, bringing that right knee down towards the ground as we're in a seated lunge position. Take your time, settle in onto your chair, sitting nice and tall. And then maybe those arms reach up. And an option of hands to hips, your heart, hold on to the chair. Relax the shoulders. Breathe in. And then exhale, let's airplane the arms back behind us. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, airplane the arms. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane the arms. Inhale, reach up. And then a gentle twist towards the back of your chair. Maybe looking over that back shoulder. And then slowly release. Let's come back to center. And because I missed it on the left side, we want to take some outward hip circles with that left leg. Maybe you didn't catch it, but I did. So outward hip circles. And then we're going to extend that left leg out, sitting nice and tall on your inhale. And exhale, just walk your hands down, reaching for your toes. Wherever your hands land is perfect. Relax the shoulders, relax your jaw. And then slowly bring yourself up and step that left foot in to meet your right. All right, sitting nice and tall. Relax the shoulders. Let's take a deep breath in and sigh it out of the mouth. Let it go. All right, let's do our figure 4 stretch. So some options. We're going to have our right leg on top. So you could cross your right ankle on top of your left ankle and gently press that right inner thigh down. Or maybe your right ankle comes on top of that left thigh. Flex the right toes towards the knee. Whichever variation you're taking, you're gently pressing that right inner thigh down towards the ground. Now sit tall. And if you want, start to fold forward, but hinge from your hip bones, lengthen through the spine as you fold over that right leg. Great stretch for sciatica. Awesome. Slowly bring ourselves back up. And let's hug that leg in for a moment. Give it a squeeze. And release it down. Let's take it to the other side. Left ankle on top of that right ankle. Flex the left toes towards the knee. Or left ankle on top of your right thigh. Flex the left toes towards the knee. So either one, you're doing that. And either one, you're pressing that left inner thigh down. And then your choice whether or not you want to fold forward. But think of really hinging from your hip bones. Lengthen through the spine as you fold over that left leg. And let's slowly bring ourselves back up. And we'll hug that leg in for a moment. Awesome. Release that foot down. Let's inhale the arms up. Maybe look up between your hands. And exhale, palms together, hands to the heart. All right, we're going to do a little core work while we're here. You're going to keep your chair just like it is. I'm going to turn my chair just so you can see what I'm doing. You can get a better idea of what I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to kind of slide to the edge of our chair, right, without falling off. And then we're going to lean back against the chair. I'm going to take the legs out. Now I'm going to keep the heels down. I don't want to use momentum. I don't want to use shoulders or, my legs, or I really want to focus on using the core here. So I'm going to cross the arms. I'm going to take a breath in and exhale. You're going to pull yourself up using your core. And then inhale, we're going to lower down. And exhale, use the core. Pull the body up. Okay? So that's the movement. If you want to add on, you can alternate the knees and bring the knees in. Okay? Use that core. You got it. You are strong. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Put a smile on your face. Let's get a few more in. Slide it in my chair. Let's do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Release. Just kind of let yourself just hang out here. Breathe. And then we'll slowly bring ourselves back up. I'm going to turn my chair to face this right way again. And I'm going to just reach back for the arms of the chair and just reach the chest forward, stretch it out. And release. All right, let's go ahead and stand, and we're going to do a little balancing work. I'm going to come up. I'm going to stay near my chair so I can hold on to it if needed. Let's first settle into that mountain pose. We're spreading the toes, we're pressing the ground away, core is engaged, shoulders back. Breathing in through the nose and out of the nose. All right. Now, let's first go into a down dog. So I'm going to plant the hands on my chair. I'm going to walk my feet back. I'm going to reach the head in between the arms. Reach the hips back, lengthen through the spine. I'm going to roll out into a plank position. So my plank might look like this, right? Kind of making that 90-degree angle with your body, or you might step your feet out and kind of make that diagonal line from your shoulders, your hips to your ankles. Right. Breathe in, breathe out. If you have the feet back, step them back in a little bit and go back into your down dog. And we're going to walk our way back up into our mountain pose. Now, keeping the right foot down, let's go into our tree pose. So you could have your left foot at your ankle like a little kickstand. Left knee is pointing out to the left side. You could have your foot on your shin. Some of you might be able to bring your foot to your thigh. Okay? Your chair is there to give you support. You can hold on to it. You can start to let go, maybe hands to the hips or heart or arms lift. Letting it be okay to shake and wobble and fall out of it and come back into it. You know, standing on one foot is not the easiest thing. And as we get older, our balance kind of goes away. That doesn't really go away, but it gets harder for us to balance as we get older. So it's important to constantly work on it. Okay, so right here, just grow nice and tall. Cores engaged, glutes engaged. It helps to stabilize your body. Any variations in your tree. Okay. Awesome. And then let's release it down. Let's come back to our mountain pose. Shake it out a little bit. And then we'll take it to the other side. So left foot is down, right foot, like a kickstand if you like, on the ankle. The right knee is pointing out to the right. So we don't want our knee pointing forward. We want the knee pointing out to the right side. It can come to the shin. Maybe it can come to the thigh. Ooh, press the ground away. Any options here? And know it's okay to hold on. It's okay to shake and wobble and fall out of this and come back into it as well. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just let it be what it is. Keep growing nice and tall. Keep focusing on your breath. And then we'll release back into our mountain pose. Right? Take a breath in and breath out. Right, we're going to do another balancing posture. You have the choice, though. You can come back into your tree or try your figure 4 chair. So figure 4, we did seated, right? That's when we crossed the ankle over the thigh, or maybe it was the ankle over the other ankle. I'm going to root down through my right foot. I'm going to bring my left ankle on top of my right thigh, flex the left toes, and then I'm going to sit the hips back. So I'll turn sideways so you can see. I'm going to sit the hips back like I'm sitting in a chair. Right? And then I can hold on to my chair. I can have my hands at my heart, or I could reach those arms up. Okay? But you really want to sit the hips back. Again, if that causes you pain or it's just not accessible to you today, come back into that tree pose. okay? They're both open hip postures, just for information purposes. And then we'll slowly come back up, release that left foot down, shake it out a little bit, shake those hips. And then let's take it to the other side. Left foot down, right ankle on top of that left thigh, or maybe you're taking that tree pose. Flex the right toes towards your knees, sit the hips back like you're sitting in that chair. And hands at your heart, your hips. Maybe the arms lift. Relax your shoulders. You've got this. And let's release it down. Let's come back to our mountain pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, let's do one more little flow here. So that's that down dog. So let's inhale the arms up, grow nice and tall. Maybe that cactus here, maybe a baby back bend. Inhale, reach. Let's go into our down dog. Plant the hands, walk the feet back. Head is between the arms. Reach the hips back. I already said that, didn't I? Then we're going to roll out into that plank. Remember, your plank could be right here. It could be that kind of 90-degree angle you're making with your body, hips over your ankles, your shoulders are over your wrist. But if you want to go deeper into this, you can step the feet back. Don't let the hips dip down. You're making one diagonal line from your shoulder to your hip to your ankle. Keep the core engaged. Hug the belly button in. And then we'll step our feet in if we're there, and we're going back to that down dog. And let's walk our feet back in. Let's go back up into our mountain pose. Nice and tall. All right. Let's take a cleansing breath. Breathe in. Exhale out. Let it go. All right, let's go ahead. Let's sit back down. We'll just do a few more things, and then we'll come into our final posture, Shavasana. And I'll talk a little bit about that once we get there. Okay. Again, find your tall spine, maybe a little sip of water if you like. Now let's come back to those cactus arms. We're going to take some eagle arms. So let's take our left arm underneath our right. Hook the elbows. And then wrap your palms or palms to your shoulders. Let's inhale, lift the elbows. And then exhale, let's round forward. Bring the elbows towards the belly button. Inhale, let's come back up. And exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Okay, we're going to come back up. Unwind the arms. Let's take them out to the side. Let's turn one palm up, one palm down, and then just flip them. Nice and easy. Okay, we're going to go back to that cactus. Now, right arm underneath the left, hook the elbows, wrap your palms or palms to your shoulders. Relax the shoulders down, sit tall, inhale, lift the elbows, and exhale, curve, curl, round down. Bring the elbows towards the belly button. Inhale, we're going to come up, lift the elbows. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming up. Unwind the arms. Let's take them out to the side. One palm up, one palm down. Let's flip those palms a few times. And then just shake them out. Let's do one more seated forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Fold forward, let it go. And then slowly roll yourself all the way back up. palms face down. Let's take a couple cleansing breaths. Deep breath in, fill up all the way to the top of that inhale. Exhale out of the mouth, let it go. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale out, let it go. Now we're going to prepare to come into Shavasana. So if you're not familiar with Shavasana, it means corpse pose. We usually do this after a yoga practice, no matter what practice you're taking. It can be anywhere from a few minutes to 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. But it's where you're allowing your body to be still. You're still present, you're still here, but you're letting your body be still. You're letting your body relax. It's not always the easiest thing to do because we are a society of doers. We're always doing, we're going, we're working, we're all these things. So, but it's one of the most important parts of your practice. It's teaching you to find stillness. When we're constantly moving, there's no way our body can take a moment to catch up, to know how it's feeling. We have no idea how we're feeling. We just keep going. So this is the time after your movement, after your practice, now you can be still. So if you want to use any props here, feel free. If you want to put some music on, you could. Any essential oils, anything that you like to use to help you just find some relaxation, feel free to use those. I will guide us into it. I'll stay with you in it for a few moments, but then I'm going to start to guide us out of it. But I want you to continue to take as long as you need in your Shavasana. So if you want to set a timer, you want to be in Shavasana for 10 minutes and you want to set your timer for 10 minutes, you can do that. Take a moment to do that. Take a moment to get what you need, right? And then I'll get us into it. And then once you have everything you need, maybe just settle into your chair, get relaxed. Maybe you close your eyes or there's a soft gaze towards the floor. Relax your shoulders, relax your fingers, relax your toes, relax your arms, your legs, the belly, the back. Let the tongue be heavy in the mouth. Let your breath just find its own rhythm. There's nothing you need to fix, control, or do in this moment. All you need to do is just be. Feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you are ready to come out of it, you're going to come out of it nice and easy. Just start to deepen your breath. Maybe you can breathe a little easier now. Bring some movement into your fingers, into your toes. Roll out the shoulders. Chin to chest, rock out the head. And let's inhale the arms up overhead. Maybe take a full body stretch. Extend the legs, extend the arms. Point and flex your feet. Open and close the hands. And release everything down. Palms come back to your heart center. Allow the chin to drop slightly towards your chest, giving yourself a thank you for taking this time for you today. Let's take another deep breath in, fill up all the way, and hold your breath at the top. Sip in a little bit more air, and exhale out, let it go. It's been an honor to share this space and practice with each of you today. The light in me honors and loves and respects the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you with your practice. But thank you. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.